Hello my friends, hello again. Welcome back to Pensando Inglés. Today we are going to do another intermediate level English video, and today we are going to talk about memes in English. Today I'm going to show you guys some memes, and I'm going to explain to you guys why they are funny. And memes are awesome for language learning because you learn day-to-day slang, idioms, colloquial language that we use with other natives, okay? And you'll get pop culture references. Memes are awesome, especially for language learning, okay? But one little announcement that I want to give to you guys before we get going with the memes is that I have started a membership program for the channel, and for $3 a month you can support the mission, be part of the Pensando Inglés team. I will put a link down below, and for this $3 a month you will get access to exclusive videos that are for members only. I will be putting some of the old videos from my Patreon that I had on there, and I'm going to be making new videos as well. As of right now, today, there is one video on there, and it's speaking about some spiritual and religious themes, okay? So if you are one of the people who really liked the video that I made about Jesus Christ, or Jesucristo, a couple weeks ago, you will really like the video that is on the membership page. So I'll leave a link down below for those of you guys who are interested in signing up and helping to support the mission. I appreciate you all very much. All right, let's get going with some memes, okay? This first meme right here, it says, "Me at work. When I get home, I'm gonna update my resume and find a new job." If you guys don't know, a resume is where you write on a piece of paper, you type it up, all of your past experience and old jobs, and then you give that to the new jobs that you are applying for to try and get a new job. Okay? But then it says, "Me as soon as I get home." Melted into the couch. I think we all know that feeling. So this one's pretty funny, and I would say probably 90% of people have a job that is not amazing to them, and maybe 10% of people really love their work. If you are one of the 10% of people who love their job, you are lucky. Be thankful. But everybody else can understand this meme, because when we're at the job and we're working really hard and the managers don't care, they treat us bad, everybody's thinking, "I'm gonna look and find a new job. When I get home, I'm gonna apply for new jobs. I'm getting out of here." But then you get home and you only have a couple hours, you eat your dinner, and then it's almost time for bed. So what do? You just get on the couch and look like this person. Okay guys, this next one is kind of funny too. I am not a sexist person, okay? Machista, so don't think that. But this is just funny, a funny joke about women. And I think that the women will agree that this can be quite true. So right here, it says the first woman on the moon. And this lovely lady is an astronaut. Now let me explain. The first line is the astronaut speaking in the white, and in the blue is the people who are on the ground controlling the mission, okay? So she says, "Houston, we have a problem." Now, "Houston, we have a problem" is what the astronauts say when they are speaking to the people who are on the ground, talking about there's an issue with the rocket ship or the technology on the rocket, okay? So the astronaut, she says, "Houston, we have a problem." And then Houston, or the ground control, the people on the ground, they say, "What?" She says, "Never mind." Houston says, "What's the problem?" She says, "Nothing." They say, "Please tell us." She says, "I'm fine." Now guys, this is funny because it's a joke or a meme that when you ask your girlfriend or your wife what's wrong, they never want to tell you, okay? They just be mad and say, "Nothing, I'm fine." Okay, so this is maybe true, okay? Maybe my wife does this sometimes. But as men, we need to try to understand how our women's minds work and try and be there for them and support them and say, "No, I know that you're not fine. Baby, explain to me what's wrong." okay? Gentlemen, that's how you handle that situation. Ladies, girls, tell me down below in the comments. Is this true? Is this meme accurate? All right, next one, right here. It says, me never downloads TikTok. And then China says, all right then, keep your secrets. This is funny. This was a Lord of the Rings meme. That's a scene from the movie, but that's not super important. The joke here is that China actually owns the app for TikTok, and a lot of politicians say that China is trying to use the app to spy on Americans and collect our data and learn our secrets and things like that. So it's saying that by downloading TikTok, China is like, all right then, I guess we can't get your secrets. They won't be able to know, or they won't be able to use TikTok against us. So basically it's just making a joke about how the politicians are saying that China is using TikTok to spy on us. All right, next meme, guys. NYC, which means New York City. So it says NYC studio apartment. A studio apartment is an apartment that doesn't even have a bedroom, okay? All it is one big room and a bathroom. It doesn't have cuartos or anything, all right? So this is saying that a New York City studio apartment costs $2,800 a month, and utilities, which means the water, the garbage services, the gas, the heating, electricity, not included. You have to pay that too, and no pets allowed. And then it shows this little guy stuck in a tiny little cave. So what they're saying is that in New York City, you get a crappy apartment that is so tiny, and you have to spend a ton of money, and it's like being stuck in a tiny little cave. And guys, this is actually true, and not literally like this little guy stuck in the cave, but if you look online, you could YouTube tiny New York City apartments, and you will see that these apartments are literally like smaller than a tiny bedroom or a bathroom, and you have to pay thousands of dollars for them in New York City. That is ridiculous, guys. It's insane. Absolutely absurd. So I thought this one was pretty cool, pretty funny, because rent prices are starting to get out of control here in the US, but especially in the big cities, guys. Especially in the big cities. I'm lucky that I live here in Indiana, where it's still somewhat reasonable, so I got a pretty good sized house for a pretty good price. But people in the big cities, guys, are paying 2 or 3 times what I'm paying for my nice big house, and they get like a 1-room apartment. Que horror. Alright guys, this one says, my bedroom fan that has been running on high nonstop for 3 years. Okay, and a fan is the thing on your ceiling that pushes air around. Okay, you turn on the switch and it starts and blowing air. And I'm sure you guys know that when you don't clean it, when you don't wipe it down and clean it, it gets a lot of dust or polvo, and it can look like this old man, all dusty and dirty. I used to, in my room, when I lived with my mom, I always kept the switch turned on. So if I was in that room, the fan was on. So after a long time, I turned it off and looked at it, and it looked like this guy, completely covered in dust. It's pretty gross. All right, this one's a funny one, a dog one. Trying to catch your dog, but they do this. If you guys have dogs, you know that when your dog does that, it means that they want to play, okay? They are not gonna listen to you. They are just trying to be happy and run around and do what they want to do. So a quick funny story about this. I used to have a dog named Rusty. He was a great dog, but he played this game that I hated, okay? When we would put him outside, we would hook him up to a chain, cadena, okay, and let him go. He would go outside, and when he wanted to come back inside, he would come up to the door and bark, roof, roof. When we heard him barking, roof, 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 that meant that he was at the door and he was ready to come back inside. Okay, so when Rusty wanted to come back in, he would bark. Every once in a while, Rusty played the most annoying game ever. He would come up to the door and bark to tell you, hey, I'm ready to come back in, come get me. And then you would get up, go to the door, open it, reach down to unleash his chain, and he would run away. And he would do this over and over. And I swear, les juro, it looked like he was smiling. He was like, he was so happy to mess with us. Oh, it was terrible. It was so annoying. We would get so mad. Like, Rusty, come inside. But he was a good boy. That was a good dog. Sometimes dogs just want to play, and when they start doing that, you're not going to catch them. Okay, a cooking meme. How much spinach I start with versus how much I end up with. If any of you guys have cooked with spinach or espinaca, you will see that when you put it in the pan, you have a mountain of it, okay? But then when you cook it, after you cook it, you have the tiniest little pile of spinach. So this one is just true, okay? It's just like, wow, that's how it is. Okay. This one I thought was pretty funny. Why they give me these big onion slices? My burger looks like Steve Harvey. Okay, this burger looks like Steve Harvey. Do you guys know who Steve Harvey is? I'm gonna put a picture of Steve Harvey right here so that you can see that he looks like this burger. Now, I'm actually a fan of Steve Harvey. I think he's pretty cool. He does motivational speaking, and I quite enjoy listening to him. So no disrespect to Steve Harvey, but that burger looks like Steve Harvey, so I had to share that one. All right, next, me bites into my burger. Everything on the opposite end of my burger. You can see that this soldier is about to just fly out of that plane, and what they're saying is when you bite into a big burger, everything falls out, okay? The tomatoes, the cheese, bacon, lettuce, whatever's on it, falls out the other side. Just like this guy's falling out the back of his airplane. That one's pretty true too. Ooh, another one that has to do with cooking, okay? This one. My roommate, what's going on? And then me all angry. Me after realizing he left my cast iron pan to soak overnight in the sink. Now, if any of you guys have a cast iron pan, which is this, you will understand why he's angry that his roommate left his pan soaking in water, okay? A cast iron pan is one of the best things you could ever cook in, but if you leave it sitting in water, it will get rusted, okay? Oxidado. So if somebody leaves your pan sitting in water, a cast iron pan, you're gonna be mad because it's gonna be all rusty. And then you're gonna have to clean it super hard to get it back to normal. So don't ever leave your roommate's cast iron pan in water, or they will be mad. Okay, this one's kind of funny too. I leave my shoes far apart, so if a burglar, or ladrón, somebody who breaks into your house to steal stuff, I leave my shoes far apart, so if a burglar comes in, they think I'm big. ASF means, it's a cuss word, okay, but it means super big, so I'm not even gonna say that, but they think I'm super big. So they put their boots far apart so it looks like a big giant lives in that house. So if a burglar breaks in, they look down and they're like, whoa, wrong house. I'm not going to steal from this house because this guy's huge. I thought that one was kind of funny. And the last one, I'm going to explain this one to you guys too. It says, gas and food prices got me like, and then this, the light is like the Batman signal. Some of you guys who like Batman knows that when there's trouble in Gotham City, they shine the light in the sky, and that's how Batman knows to come. But in this one, it's got Donald Trump, okay? And I realize a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, okay? But this is funny because even the people from the US who hated Donald Trump before want him back now because everything literally doubled in price under Joe Biden, okay? So no matter how much people hated Donald Trump, everybody's seeing that things are worse with this cabron that we have in office now. So, all right, guys, those were the memes. for today. I hope you enjoyed this intermediate English video. Thank you all for supporting me with your time. I hope you will support me with a like and a subscribe if you are not already. Give me a comment down below. Tell me which memes you liked, maybe which memes you didn't understand, all right? Tell me any ideas you would like to see for future videos. Y nada más, les aprecio un montón. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.